Everyone, it is Jurch again. I am back for my regular Monday night stream. It's glad to have everybody hopefully showing up with me. Let's just make sure that I've got all my bells and whistles doing all the things that they're supposed to do. So then we can get to our SolForge Fusion Digital Client stream. It's kind of weird after spending a full week streaming to now just be on once a week now, but it's good. It's going to be always fun engaging with people, and for this week I might actually kind of play some of more of my personal collection and less of the starter decks going on. So not that there's anything wrong with that, but I just I've gotten some feedback that maybe I should be kind of doing my collection too to show that off a little bit. So there's oops, is that reverberation going on? Zoe Misery in the chat already. That's awesome. Good to see you. Let's see. So there isn't any news yet. I'm working on an article that is recapping what last Saturday's sealed digital client event was like, where we had 70 people sign up for this event. They were given a code to redeem in their cosmetics section right there, redeem code. And then they were able to choose between 4 half decks, one from each faction from the first set, decide what 2 they wanted to fuse together and play for this event. And all you had to do is get 3 wins with those half decks and you'd be able to win your full collection. So it was really cool to see 70 people show up. The process went pretty smooth. We started almost on time, which is kind of a miracle for 70 people playing in an event. So it was really fun to be a part of. The recap article, like I said, will be showing up in the very near future. And next month in May, we're going to have another event, and details on that one are going to be released in the near future. That we want to kind of keep those fresh, keep them switching up what options we have, because if we keep doing the same thing every time, it starts to get stale, and we want it to be fun for people. So very excited about what that could entail and what May's event is going to look like. So let us jump in to playing. This time around, if I'm not meeting somebody with an online battle, I will jump into the campaign. Let's see if I have one currently going. I don't, so then I will be able to just start up a campaign. Now let's do Recluse level 10. And I will do, let's see. Let's try Party in the Back for this. So that's going to be the campaign I'm going to start with. I'm just going to get this loaded up. So then when I am waiting in the queue, it will jump me to this campaign. Now, Party in the Back, I call it that because I have an Ator Thunder Titan with a Darkheart Sorcerer combination. So Darkheart Sorcerer, it's that mage that has Defender, and it says when you play a spell, deal damage to your opponent, you gain life. This combines with Ator the Thunder Titan's Exalt ability, this Soulbind, or not, I guess not Exalt ability, but the Soulbind Exalt, that says when one of your creatures in this lane damages the enemy player, transform this into Sky Conduit, which says when one of your creatures in this lane damages the enemy player, deal that much damage to an enemy creature. And yes, Carl Testa, it's a Betrayer Darkheart. Because I liked the synergy between the rest of the Utera in this deck and how that synergized with the Tempest. So I also then, in between these two halves, I have all four factions are represented. So it's Tempest and Utera are the main factions. Then I have a Betrayer Darkheart Sorcerer for Necrium and a Betrayer Energy Surge for Aloyan. So this is kind of like the Grand Slam for SolForge Fusion. Oh, I wonder if people in the chat, if they have a fused deck where it represents all four factions too. That would be a pretty cool kind of experiment for people. What fused deck can you make that represents all four factions? That would be fun to see. So I'm going to, yeah, thank you, Carl. It's very cool. It's tricksy. So it's fun, but it's not I would say a top tier deck competitively, which allows me to run it against people in the kind of the open play area and still feel like that it'll be a good matchup against a wide array of decks. So the nodes here, oh, Lyria's Commandment. When you play a spell, reanimate a random creature. I'm probably going to go with that one. When you play a spell, a random one of your creatures gets +3/+3. That's pretty good. And your creature's coming to no, no, no. Your creature's coming to play with +5 attack, +5 health, breakthrough, aggressive, and at the end of the turn, destroy this. That's not going to work well for a deck that is Party in the Back, where I am centered around a creature that has Defender. So that one's not going to work out. I'm going to choose this Lyria's Commandment because I plan on playing a lot of spells, which means it'd be nice to reanimate a creature. Then we've got the opponents for me to choose from. We've got Steel Rosetta replacing a creature. We've got Crux Cobalt destroying my creature with the lowest attack. Or Oros, where their creatures with decreased health get +1 attack at the end of each turn. I think I'm going to go the Steel Rosetta. I know this is tough because this Crux Cobalt, that is going to punish the things that my deck wants to do, particularly because Darkheart Sorcerer doesn't have a whole lot of attack. But I know that this Steel Rosetta deck is really strong, and I usually lose to this Oros. And I'd hate to lose right off the bat. So I think I'm going to go with this Steel Rosetta and take my chances. Nope. Nope. I'm going to go Oros. Go big or go home. And we'll just see. So I need to start this off to make sure that this is the battle that's going to come into play, but then I'm actually going to be playing against people in the queue. I'd prefer to be doing that. Oh, and of course they're going to start out with the Shard King. And I don't know why it transformed right in a Shard Cavern right away. Because it says if you have a creature with 15 or more attack in this lane, transform this. That should not have been transformed. Well, that is interesting. So I'm just going to leave the campaign and kind of come back to it. We'll come back to it if we're queuing, we're waiting. Okay. But I want to be playing it first and foremost. Let's check to see what friends I've got online right now. I've got 5 of my friends that are in the client. They're playing SolForge Fusion. So we'll see if at some point I get matched up against any of them. It's an online battle. And as we're waiting, we'll jump into the campaign. So it picks up right where we left off, with them having that Shard King in the Surging Cavern that should not have happened that way. So I've played through this deck a couple of times in campaign already, which means I've been able to upgrade some of my cards. So the Uranti Elementalist is enhanced, which is giving it extra health. And the deploy ability has been upgraded as well. So it's deploy, play a spell for free. At level 2, it's activate to play a spell for free. And then at level 3, it's activate, play up to 2 spells for free. So that is supercharged. I don't even need to replace a creature anymore for this to go off, which is really nice. So that frees me up to possibly play something like Thundersoar, which I've also upgraded to give it aggressive and 1 armor. I think I like that. But then I could do Primordial Slam to deal 4 damage, but that's not going to be enough. I think let's go the Thundersoar first in this lane. Oh, fun. So we're going to be taking some damage right away. But if I go like this, then I can at least keep my Uranti Elementalist alive. And because I'm playing a spell, I could reanimate a random creature. Haven't played any creatures yet. So that is not going to matter. But now my Iranti lives. I got to upgrade a spell that will allow me to play cards for free going forward. And I took a bunch of damage. You'll notice that my health, even though they only had one creature deal 8 damage to me, I went down 11. That's because in the campaign, as you get up the higher levels, one of the kind of restraints on you is you start taking damage every turn. All right, now let's see. This is actually facing off against a person, Hecht Ares. All right, so they have the Forge first nanoswarm, or are they going to do maybe a scientist first in a nanoswarm? Oh, an Allomancer. Well, I don't have a great starting hand, and I know that Allomancers can end up being a problem, so I'm just going to disintegrate that right away, and we'll let my opponent try to get some value out of that, or prevent my opponent from getting value out of that. The Betting Stonefist, that's a good one. So I could do the Stout Sentinel. That would be at a 4/8. So it would win that trade. What are the future levels looking like? 410 and 515. I think I'm going to do Combat Druid and take the hit because at level 2, the Druid allows me to replace a creature with an Oakfather minion, which works either well for me if I have a weak creature that I want to replace, or if my opponent has something really strong, it works as soft removal because then I just turn it into an Oakfather. And now I've got 5 spells here, but it kind of works out because I'm going to do Forge Seal. I gain 3 health because I've got a Spirit in play, this nice little wisp, which I'm going to activate to destroy a creature with decreased health. That's going to be that Stonefist. And then pass over to my opponent. And I've got 2 pretty good options, Burnout and Lycian Rain, just because it'd be nice to get to have 2/3/3 Wisp minions out. If my opponent has a creature, well, like this, where this may end up becoming a huge problem, them having Steel Eye Researcher out, which could end up growing really, really large. So I could Primordial Slam to deal 4 damage, and then the second part of that spell fizzles. I think I need to do that to get rid of that. No, I'm going to put a little heat on my opponent. Going to put a little heat on my opponent and see if they're going to block one of these, or if they've got a spell that's going to then get minions out, so they'll be having a stronger creature coming back at me next time. We'll just have to see, but... Oh, the Thundersoar! Well, I didn't see Darkheart Sorcerer, so that's going to cause a bit of a problem. Ator is good to get out. So I might be able to put that as my second play, because that will buff up my sprite up to attack up to a 5. 6, 7, 8. Yep, I think that'll work. So I'm going to go Feral Instinct here. And I think they're going to use their Thunder Stomper to damage their Thunder Soar, which isn't going to bother me because I'm still going to win that trade. And then I can put Ator in front of the Steel Eye Researcher unless they play a minion. Then I wouldn't necessarily want to lose my Ator. I can take a little bit more damage from that. And then I'll put the Cloud Rift. That's what it is. Cloud Rift in the same lane as that Spell Sprite because it's got Breakthrough now, so it's going to take out the Thunder Soar, hopefully survive, and then deal damage to the enemy player, so it flips Cloud Rift to give me a lot more value going forward. Probably dealing damage to the Thunder Soar. That's what I would do. Oh. Unstable Storm. That's unstable, so it's going to deal 1 damage to all of mine. Okay. Well, I still want to get rid of their Steel Eye, not knowing what kind of minion generation they have. So because I played a spell Sprite goes up 2 more attack, which will take out the Thunder Soar. That Breakthrough means I do damage, so then I get a Wisp minion out. Cloud Rift transforms, which is really important. And then I'll just be chump blocking this Thunder Stomper and figure out a way to get rid of that Stormling. Let's go with the rain. Well, let's see what their Forgeborn ability is. Don't be hasty. Give your creatures +2 attack. This turn they get aggressive. And I have destroy an enemy creature with decreased health. Raidus, yeah, Steel Eye can go out of control if you let it. Yep, that's how I managed to pull back from 1 and 2 to 3 and 2 in the tournament this weekend. Nice! Okay, so my plays I think are going to be the Ranger and then Ferocious Roar, because then I'm going to get a really big and wide board. But in order to do that, I first need to just destroy this creature with decreased health. And get that out. I've got no empty lanes, so that gets +2/+2. And pass over to my opponent, where now I've got 4 creatures on the board. Sure, 3 of them could get taken out pretty easily, but it's really putting my opponent behind the 8 ball right now, seeing that I've got 4 full lanes and still another card left to play. All right. Opening hands of Talisan, Steel Eye, and Nanoswarm. Haha, kept slamming Yeah. Oh, and then here we go. They get to almost clear my board. Ooh, that's frustrating. How many spells do I have for Stout Sentinel to work? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'll be able to do that. Give it +4/+4, so it'll win that trade. I'm in favor of that. Much mobilities on this one? Just 1. Okay. I don't even mind them open laning, using their Forgeborn to deal a whole bunch of damage to me, because I get to deal a whole bunch of damage back to them. They really need to figure out a way to either remove my creature in this Sky Conduit lane or block it. Otherwise, any damage that the creature here does to the opposing player, I do to one of their creatures as well. I'd really like to be able to do a lot of damage with whatever creature I put in this lane. That's my goal for this match, for this deck, for the most part. That's why I have a Dark Art Sorcerer in it. So they get a little value out of the trade there. They take 4. Okay, well done. Well done. Now we're tied at 37. And there's Dark Heart Sorcerer. Ooh, which I get to combine with Feral Instinct and possibly a Toxic Spores. This could work out real nice. Could work out real nice. But they still get to give their creatures attack and aggressive. How many people we got out there right now? We got 6 people. Hey, welcome everybody. I don't know if I. Oh, that's going to end up doing two, right? Two, yep. Well, I don't think they'll be able to do enough damage right now. Famous last words, I know. Enough damage right now to get rid of that Dark Heart Sorcerer, and that's what I'm going for right now. I wonder if I still have my double dark, not double Dark Heart, my double Talisan deck. I could play that next because Radis gave me the idea about Talisan. So I have a Betrayer Talisan in Necrium, and I made a double Talisan deck just so that everybody gets to play all their cards, and that one's usually really fun. So I'll have to see if I have that one made still. I don't even remember what I called it, but that'll be what I play next. Is a double Talisan deck. It's just fun to let everybody play all their cards. Well, now while we're talking betrayers, we've got a betrayer Dark Heart Sorcerer out here. Ooh, double Talisan sounds like the level chaos I could get behind. Yeah, that'll be the level of chaos I'm going to sport the rest of the night. Is double Talisan. Let's see where we are at. What type of prophet is that? Steadfast prophet. Okay. So now they've got 2 mages out, which means that activating this is going to deal 4 damage to a creature. Yep. And I wonder if they've got a way to ready this Allomancer again, because that's going to hurt. Now, does this say deal damage when it loses health? Okay. So I am going to go Feral Instinct, which then is going to give this attack and armor. And then it procs a whole bunch of things. So Sky Conduit says deal that much damage to an enemy creature. Let's do it to the Allomancer. And then because I gained health, this Ranger is Kindred, so that's going to go up 2/2. Play a level 1 or 2 card for free. Don't mind if I do. I'm going to have that be Toxic Spores to give this +3 health. And then I will. Let's see. I have to get rid of that because that's going to be a problem. No, I'm going to completely take out the Allomancer because that's going to be even more of a problem. Did you buy this off core? My decks, no. No. If core had Betrayer Darkheart, then I envy that. But nope, these ones are all mine. Oh, that was a problem because now that's going to be too hard to get rid of. I think the other players should play double Talisan as well. Flood the board with 3 plays. Or does everyone have an Utera Darkheart with a Feral Instinct to pair with the Skycon? Yeah, I guess if that's the cool thing, the thing that all the cool kids are doing. Okay, what is my Forgeborn ability for level there? Deal 5 damage to up to 2 creatures. I've got a combat druid. When this loses health, deal 2 damage to each enemy creature. When it loses health. Okay. So I think I need to get rid of this while I can. Because I'll bite the bullet and take damage once. So Darkheart, the spell is going to deal 2 damage there, and then all my stuff is going to take 2 damage. And I'm going to use my Forgeborn ability to deal 5 damage and then 5 damage to another creature. So my things take 2 more, but at least I get that very troublesome creature off the board. And with them having a Thunder Stomper, I feel like they could have gotten much more value out of that. So dealing 4 damage to each of my creatures, I think is a worthy trade. They still have give your creatures +2 attack and aggressive. Yeah, I gotta watch out for that. So I think my next play might be Burnout to get a spell, another creature on the board. Yeah, that's something that needs to be removed ASAP. Yeah. Yeah, that Darkheart. Spell Sprite. Or I could just no. Although that would solve the problem. I think I need to go like this. And make sure we get that off the board to deal a little bit of damage. Because otherwise the 2 wouldn't have been enough to get rid of that. And I feel like they could have moved it over and then given it aggressive. And then that would have taken out my Darkheart Sorcerer, which is the engine to what I'm trying to do here. So I'll play what might be suboptimal in order to keep that going. But I would have liked Burnout to get another creature in an open lane, give everything a little bit more attack, and still do some damage to a creature. Yeah, I'm gonna try to keep it going. I don't mind them doing that. That creature's got stealth. Yep, that's just gonna bypass me. And then I'll be able to take it out with Toxic Spores. And we'll see what my opponent can do. 7 attack and breakthrough, which would be nice for them. Let's see. Deal 5 damage to up to 2 creatures. Okay, so I could take that out anyways. Darkheart number 2. Yeah, I think if I do this correctly, this could be the game here. Because I think if I do Toxic Spores on their Stone Fist, then I do my Forgeborn ability, deal 5 damage to each of those. I've got 12, but it's going to proc a couple of times. 2 Darkhearts out now. So it's going to be gaining health twice for each spell I play. It doesn't matter how much attack they have. Yeah, I think this might be it. He should be ashamed. No. Why? This is why I don't play the decks that my collection has gained. Because then this happens. And people give me a hard time. I'd hop on and play, but looks like the login server is having issues. Oh no, that's no good. I do know that from this weekend's event, there were a few individuals that had issues logging in and stuff like that. Or like there were server issues. We had 70 people at this event. This is the second biggest event that Stoneblade has done for SolForge Fusion. And the first one was FuseFest that partnered with Team Covenant. So a lot of those people that were participating were fans of Team Covenant, and just showed up to play one of their games. So so many people that were there for that event, for the event last weekend, that were doing a good thing by pushing the capabilities of the server, or servers. I don't know if it's plural, but yeah, 70 people is, it's good. It was a really good event. Everybody was very gracious throughout, especially those that were having a little bit of technology issues. Yeah, good game, Hectares. Also, congratulations on getting one of those free door prize decks over the weekend. Okay, now I need to figure out uh not favorites. I need to figure out, it was a Necrium one with Cersei as the Forgeborn. Uh no, I need to go to the faction decks. That's what it was. I knew it had Queen in it. Or Choking Queens. Has Bone Scythe Reaver, Lyria, Necrotic Spirit, Steadfast Spectre, a beautiful Betrayer Talisan, Zithian Dreadmaw, Zimus, Howl of Zith, so it combos with spirits. Same with Spirit Leash, and then Varna's Pact. And it was a great time to learn the game. I figured worst case scenario if I didn't hit 3 and 2 to keep the decks, but still got to play and have fun. Plus, it wasn't able to get 3 and 2. Deck may not have been worth it in the first place. Yeah, that was kind of the goal behind that. Okay, so what I want to do is I'm going to favorite this deck right now, because then I need to find a pair for it. Fuse new deck. One that, nope, that's not it. Favorites. There we go. And then now I need to find a Tempest one. Continue. With Talisan in it. Come on, continue. That's odd. Necrium. Let's see if I go this way. There we go. Continue. Okay. So now I don't know any of my decks that have Talisan in it. And I don't have the way of narrowing it down right now. So I'm going to leave it to set 1. And just start guessing. Nope, no Talisan. Well, we're about to find them. Yep. Yes, we are. No. I would love it if there was a way to find, or to search decks by a specific card. Yeah, Crogius Mantis. I know. I know, everybody gets to see my full collection now. I'm just looking for a Talisan. Right. That's a set 2. Doesn't even matter what the rest of the deck is going to be like at this point. I just want this to be a fun experience for people to see double Talisan instead of me shuffling through all my decks. Okay. Oh, but it's got Krogius. Never mind. Not doing that. Oh, this one's got Talisan. The Hunters of the Drinking Predator. Okay, so Death Touch, Army Commander, Life Drain, Nova's Touch, Nova's Dominion, Nova's Might. Not putting Krogius in the mix? Nah. I never feel good playing Krogius. Yeah. Let's see. I think I like Nova better with this. If not, we'll be able to change it. Wait, no. Play everything. And we're just going to see if we can get both players to dump their hands. Flood the board and drop the yeah. I I'm hoping that there can be an opportunity where my opponent sees that I'm playing a couple of Talisans and then just let him stay on the board because then we both win. We both get to play when there's double Talisans. Ike's Ninjas, nice. Oh, looky here. We've got a Talisan right off the bat. Just replaced a creature. Oh, look at that refreshing bear. At level 3, that's going to gain me 20 health if I replace. Okay. Let's add our first Talisan over there. And let's see what my opponent's going to do. My blue-green deck consistently plays upgrades out its whole hand each... Oh! I'd like to see one of those upgrade-heavy decks. Well, we didn't come here to play one card at a time. So I think we're going to be playing a whole lot. Oh, and they're letting Talisan live! This is great! This is great. I'm going to put the Arrogant Raptor over there. And then Refreshing Bear right here, because I don't need 4 health. But let's see if I can get that level 3 bear out at some time tonight. That would be pretty cool. That'd be a nice little side quest to get that level 3 refreshing bear out. Okay, so I've got Varna's Pact, which I like. Everflow Eidolon, which isn't going to work now that I've got the Forge. So I'm thinking I might start out Glowhive. And then I would like to get Varna's Pact online. And then maybe the Torgmai too. So let's see. Because I want to plan for the future. So let's go like this. And before my opponent can do any hard removal, let's get one free play out of Talisan. And then for my free play, I'll go to the Torgmai Guardian. That'll be something nice and big to have to deal with. Then their first official play, they're going to upgrade that Necromancer. Oh, the server's working now, so I could play that deck against you after this. Ooh. And a Blight Witch. Oh, the ninja's going to be shuffling around and doing some damage. Aha. And then going to take out the bear too with Devouring. Oh, mean, mean, mean. Unless he wants Talisan. Nope, he's fine with that. I did say I wanted to get Varna's Pact online. So let's go like that. And stop them from moving extra fast. Oh, this Matriarch is going to destroy me tonight. Because that gets a bonus when the opponent has fewer than 3 cards in hand. And I'm going to always have fewer than 3 cards in hand, hopefully. Might be able to Druid's Chant my Talisan to try to give that little extra staying power. But I didn't get the Betrayer one. So that is a bit of a missed opportunity. Destroy one of your creatures. Who are you going to destroy? Because now you're starting to lose board state advantage with that. To do Forge Seal, and their Forgeborn abilities deal 5 damage to a creature. Okay. Are they? Okay, they're not going to do it to Talisan. Hmm. Because Might of the Herd isn't going to do me any good. Because I don't have any dinosaurs out. Sorry, Cardboard Newt. Lyria's not going to do me any good. Well, I do have a fair amount of level 1 creatures in my banish pile. So let's do that. Let's start out with Lyria and see what that is going to bring back. The Necrotic Spirit. That's what I'm thinking about is doing that. Hmm. Yes, you're right, Zoe Misery. Refreshing Bear gives you health equal to the health of that card, and the level 3 Refreshing Bear has 20 health. So yes, it would give you 20. I think I'm going to wait for now and see what the ninja does. Okay. So now I once lost the game on purpose just to play that card. So now I'm going to activate Talisan, let my opponent play a card for free. Then I'm going to play the Bone Scythe Reaver with my free card to get rid of that Oak Father. And then I think I have to do Druid's Chant somewhere, but I'm not sure where yet. Guess they think they're done with the Talisan nonsense, but they'd be wrong. They'd be wrong. And then if I Druid's Chant, then I'm going to win that trade. Or I could stay alive here. I like winning the trade to keep another body on the board. Sure, they then will be able to pump up their gambler, but I don't mind that so much because now I've got 4 creatures to their 1, which then they're going to have to spend all of their time rebuilding their board to continue to get value out of that Shambler, which they probably can, but that means that I might not be activating my Talisan quite so feverishly. And I can just replace it with a minion next turn anyways. So I got that going for me. I also do have my level 2 Talisan. Ah, yes, indeed. So we're going to start out by doing that. And we could both end up playing our full hands. First thing I'm going to do, though, is replace that. Talisan hours. Yeah. I mean, that's what I wanted this to be about. Wanted to see what all these Talisan can do. Playing a couple of wisps, okay. Then my free card, I think, because none of those are spirits. I don't have any dinosaurs either. Again, apologies to Cardboard Newt. So I will just give that there. Yes, Talisan, who knows, and then profit. So that was one. And let's just see what their other play would be. I don't think that level 1 Talisan's going to get saved, which I'm okay with. Huh. I wonder if I do Zimus first. Yeah. And then for my second play, I'll do the Torg My Guardian there. And what's their Forge Born to be? Oh yeah, life drain, dealing 4 damage. So, but they get a beast, so they get to deal 5 damage to something, and then they can deal 4 damage. So if they want to get rid of my Talisan right away, they totally can. Which, hey, it's fair if you don't like fun. If you don't like fun, you can totally do that. That is your prerogative. But picking spirits doesn't work so well. And then dealing 4 damage, probably to Talisan. Is fun while it lasted. Ike, you didn't see what I was doing. I was just trying to play. Oh, guess Ninja doesn't like having fun. Nope, not at all. Zero fun. So that's not going to matter there. That wouldn't quite win that trade. That they wouldn't do anything with, and that's going to go away anyways. So I think my best bet here is to open lane that Torg My Guardian. And then they'll probably seek to block it, which is totally fine, but they're not going to have many creatures left on the board. And I'm going to be in a pretty good shape. Pretty good shape. But the goal of these games now is to be seeing how degenerate my Talisans can get. Oh, that's not going to be good. Well, yeah, that's the only one that they're going to profit from. All right, let's see the board go. And that Necrotic Spirit, I get a Mindless Zombie there. So a ghost turned into a pile of rotting flesh, I guess. Okay, so I've got level 2 of the bear. I like where that's going. Have the Varna's Pact if needed. Ah, okay. Turned off the Torg My Guardian. That was probably a good idea. Hmm. Picked mages. Feel a little bit targeted on that one. So I could do 4 damage to something. What is this? That's replacing a level 1. So Forge Seal is not going to be of a whole lot of value to me right now. So I think Varna's Pact. I would be taking 5 damage there. No, I think I have to wait. Let's go the Everflow Eidolon. And then I'm thinking some combination of Varna's Pact, the Bear, and Forge Seal is what the next play is going to be. But I wanted to delay things a little bit. They get to play a spell for free. Okay. Get something a little bit larger. Odd choice that they wouldn't want to do that on this one here. So I will Varna's Pact. Oh, I can't do it there. Otherwise, I wouldn't get enough value. They want Talisan out of there. They do. They really, really do. So what if I go here and knock that down 4? Then I go like this, Talisan, let them play. And then I'd like to get that bear replacing this mindless zombie minion. And then use my Everflow Eidolon to give all three of, or give those two extra attack. It won't matter for the zombie brute, but it will matter for the bear. And that will be just enough to still take out the Blight Witch, which I think is going to be pretty important. +2 attack. Whoa, bear. Okay. I only get to play 2 cards now. Ugh. Well, I think I'm starting out Necrotic Spirit and then probably Spirit Leash. Because then I can Spirit Leash their Leyline Vermin into a -4/-4. I have to play by the rules of the game. Yes, I know. It is pretty lame. Okay. Spirit Leash there. Give one of my spirits a little bit of extra so it'll stick around. This deck, the sole purpose of this deck was to have neither player play by the rules. But now, here we are, playing by the rules. And at least mine allow both of us to have fun. Oh, we got the bear! What's their Forgeborn Army Commander? And I get to play an Oak Father. But I think this Everflow Eidolon is going to be a bear real quick. I just wish I got a third play. Big bear time, yes. Corrupt Shambler dealing 5 to you. I only get 2 plays. And I would like to get rid of that Shambler. So what if... What if... No, because I want the Oak Father there. And then Raptor... Yeah, but I... So I'm thinking I want to Raptor the Shambler first. Because I'm guessing they're going to bring back the level 3 Shambler. I'm guessing that's going to happen. That they're going to do Army Commander to bring back the level 3. Oh. Or just Blight Witch. Well, now I might replace Bear for Bear. Hmm. Oh, well, now I can't replace Bear for Bear. But if they have any other spells, then that's going to cause me problems. Oh, this is a good combo. This is a good turn. And get rid of the Raptor. Yep. Shooty shoot. No, they definitely don't want to. Well, I guess the goal has been accomplished anyways because they got to play almost their entire hand. So I take no credit for that, but they got to play a whole bunch of cards. So now I almost have to use my Forgeborn ability. To get something out that's going to win a trade. And I'm thinking I replace the Eidolon with the bear. I'm going to take 17 to the face. But I'm able to have a huge bear. No, maybe I need to take out their Blight Witch instead. It is a rough turn. Yep. So I don't get the 20 health from the bear, but I do get to punish my opponent. And in the end, isn't that what big bears are all about? Punishing your opponent? I'm worried about this Necromancer is going to still do a little bit of damage. Ah, unless I can Spirit Leash it away, which I can and probably will. Spirit Leash, enemy creature there. Give a Spirit plus 4/4. And depending on what they play, I might be able to get some value out of the Bone Scythe Reaver here to block. And then if they play a level 1 creature, if they don't, then I might need to replace my Everflow Eidolon with the Necrotic Spirit in order to push more damage. Or I guess whichever one of the two lanes remains open. Because Forge Seal doesn't do me a whole lot of good unless they had a level 1 creature out, because it's Nova's Touch for me. Yeah, so we're going to see. They're going to take a little damage to play a spell. Yeah. We are going to see what is available to me after they get this free spell play. Oh, so just going to give it a whole bunch of health? Well, as much as I like that for you, I also like the opportunity to be pushing 16 more damage. So I'm just gonna try to overload with a bunch of really big creatures that maybe he's not able to deal with. Because I haven't even been able to get to my true win condition, which is Talisan. Oh, and here's that combo. Could have well, Everflow Eidolon would have only worked for my other creatures in the back row, and I didn't have anybody else in the back row, so it that wouldn't have done anything. And get rid of that. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that might be it. Because now 10, 22. Oh, not quite. Not quite done yet. But their Necromancer survived, which really hurts. And oh, there's my Betrayer Talisan. That's going to do no good here. Didn't realize back row. Like, yeah, that's one of the many drawbacks of that card. So I think sorry, Bear. Sorry, Bear, indeed. Yeah, letting a level 3, and I didn't let because I didn't have an opportunity, but having a level 3 Necromancer out, tough to deal with. Yep, poor Bear. Poor Bear. But I think I can still fill all my lanes. 1, 2, and then activate Talisan. Yeah, I think I can still fill everything. But that doesn't do me a whole lot of good. Let's see what you've got, Ninja. Oh, and with 3 minions out, that'll take something off the field. Here, and a random level 1 creature. Oh, whoops. Well, that was a poor decision. Because I forgot that was necrotic. Oh no, Jurch. You remembered that. Yep. Whoops. I did. I had known that because that was going to stay in there. So then I would have should have put Lyria here, and then it would have had four covered and be able to just play my last year. Now, grand scheme of things, doesn't matter because they've got a level 3 Shambler out, which is going to drain me for 3 health for every creature of theirs that I destroy. And that would make it really hard for me to win the game, knowing that I couldn't destroy any of their creatures. So we're at where we are at for this. So let's go down with a chant. A Druid's chant. And take 45 to the face. Okay, so this deck has the Utera side has enough going for it in terms of support that I think we might be able to matches here tonight. Couple of matches. Granted, we're halfway through the stream anyways, so I don't know how many more opportunities we're going to get to play. But we're going to jump right back into the queue and see what we got, and see if we can possibly get both of those Talisans out. Maybe try to actually get a level 3 one in play, because that would be fun. And go to the campaign because we set this up. Oh, match found right away. Sweet. It's good luck. Oh no, Raidus. And you know exactly how my deck wants to play, so good luck to you here. We'll see how this works out. Okay. Now I've only got one creature and all of my spirit synergy right away. Okay. Minimize stream to be fair. Synapse Tactician. That's the activate to upgrade card in your hand. Gotcha. Well, I can't let you keep upgrading for free. So I'm going to do that, and then probably Spirit Leash next. Unless there's some other creature that I need to block, then I'll Varna's Pact. This is a pretty versatile starting hand. Got a lot of options. Got a lot of options. Now, if they're just going to make that really, really big, okay. Well, I'm glad that I have a lot of options because now I can give it, they just gave that creature +3/+3. I'm going to give it -4/-4. Don't mind if I do. And then I get to give a spirit +2/+2. So just a old switcheroo right there. But I think I had all of my spirit shenanigans right there in that one hand. So that's going to be tough to try to bounce back from. But here we go. Jackpot. Jackpot indeed. We're both going to likely get to play our entire hands. Because that is, well, I guess maybe not our entire hands this time. Oh, it's going to probably take out. Yep. Well, you know what I get to play in response then? You got any more removal for me? Mantis. Play up to 2 gizmos. Let's see if we can keep that Pretty Betrayer one around a little bit. Man, I wish my play that I had any of my removal from last turn because then I could have removed that Mantis before they got to activate it. Yep, get those gizmos out. Hmm. I like that I got both Talisans out because then I've got a chance at seeing at least one of the level twos to play it, obviously, and then that will give me at least the opportunity to do a level three, which I think is going to be that's going to be the fun of this match here is being able to keep juggling these Talisans. Now, if Radis decides to replace this gizmo here for something that's going to then destroy this Talisan, I might as well just replace it with a Terra Mauler. Ah. Yeah, the next thing they play is going to get really big. So let's do this. Let's force them to either let that gizmo die as a chump blocker. Nope, they're going to take advantage to get it boosted way up to destroy Talisan. But then my other one gets to live. And actually, that one gets a little bit stronger too. So, not a total loss. Not a total loss at all. And we've got our bear. So I might Lyria. And then depending on, let's see, what level one creatures do I have? Glowhive Siren. And that's it. So I'm for sure getting the Glowhive Siren back. That's really nice to be able to prepare for. Hmm. So I can Lyria there. I think I'm going to wait till after my opponent's second play before I activate Talisan. Because I'm going to see. I'm going to see. Okay, so they put. Oh, a really big dinosaur. Because if I replace the bear, then it will give my Glowhive Siren enough to win that trade. So I'm winning two trades. Even here, I might have the bear replace over here and then put the raptor here. So yeah, let's see. I wouldn't be doing this pairing if I wasn't activating Talisan. Okay, rude. Then what are they going to give the armor to? To survive there, okay. I think I need Zimus to come back. And then we are going to refresh there. And so begins the dance of the big bear. The soothing bear. And I get Zimus. I like the short eye. Zimus. Okay, so their Forgeborn ability, play up to two Gizmons. That's right, the Mantis showed that off. I get to choose a level one enemy creature. They replace it with a Wisp minion. Big fan of that one. And I got the bear coming right back right away. So with all these options, I am going to start with the okay, because I'm going to get 2 free plays. So I'm going to start with the Necrotic Spirit and then activate this Talisan so that I don't lose it. And with that Talisan, I'm going to do Howl of Zith, probably on that Necrotic Spirit. No, I'm going to do it on Glowhive Siren because then the Refreshing Bear is going to give it 6 more attack, which I like. So we're going to do that there. And then the Spirit gets +2/+2. And I can't do anything yet, but I will Talisan into the Refreshing Bear. And I'll have to figure out which lane that's going to go in, but I've got time. And my opponent's got gizmos. Oh, pump up one of these two, please. Because no matter what, I'll just replace it with a Wisp minion. Oh, as per usual, tonight's stream is brought to you by water. Oh, and they did it on their level 2. Okay. I see. Well, no time like the present here. Talisan number 2. Uh-oh. This might hurt. This might hurt. Probably going to destroy the glow hive. If they don't, they're going to be taking a lot of damage. Yep, that was the right call. So I can, but I really like the idea of, well, let's trust that the random numbers will allow for, because that one's going to die anyways, unless I use my Forgeborn ability, which would be pretty foolish right now. So we're going to play this one straight up. I'm going to replace a creature that would be lost to combat anyways with a bear, and then we've got the chance at the biggest bear coming into play in the 3rd or 4th deck cycle. And they were they were out of cards. So they didn't have anything to play. I love it. Okay, so we've got 2 bites at that apple of my level 2 Forgeborn ability. With Forge Seal, I might Steadfast Spectre, Forge Seal, and then Lyria? Depends on how many level 1 creatures. Oh, well, it depends on how many level 1 creatures the opponent keeps out. That's not level 1. Wait, yes it is. Suppressing is level 1. Okay. Okay. So now we're in good shape. Because can go that there. And then activate to let them play a card for free. Then I will play Forge Seal, not on Talisan, because then it would fizzle, it wouldn't do anything. Because you need to activate. Oh. Okay. So we're gonna play it there. I gain a little bit of health because I have that spirit in play, that Steadfast Spectre. I'm going to activate it to replace an enemy level 1 creature with a Wisp minion. I'm going to replace Drix because that one could have been a problem. And since that is only my first turn, I will let my opponent go, and then I will likely use my Forgeborn ability to turn that specimen into a wisp as well. And Lyria is also just playing a level 1. What other level 1? Oh, it's Zithian Dreadmaw. Okay, Nathus, get out of here. We are adults on this stream. I don't know what kind of crazy business you're pulling over on your channels, but here we like to keep it classy and just playing double Talisan all night. But maybe that's going to work out. Because I do Lyria, and then Zithian Dreadmaw can go there. That's going to go. That's not going to do anything good. I'm going to save it. Going to save it. And yep, you get to deal 1 damage to a creature or player. Gonna deal 1 damage there. Well, look at all these cards that I get to play, probably all of them. Huh. Let's start out with Talisan. We're going to activate the older Talisan, because that one's probably the first to go. And then I think my first play off of Talisans is going to be... Oh, you wouldn't dare. Oh, no, it has to be a level 1. Okay. Well, I only have, well, now 2 level 1s. And they get a Wisp minion. Do I want to use my other right now? I don't, because then I think my combo is going to be Pterodon Mauler into Might of the Herd. Yeah, some genies have magic lamps, some have math numbers. Oh, the Bolstering Druid. Growing that up to take out and then survive. Ooh. Okay. So here we are going to replace there. It's going to get 4 attack and breakthrough. I will let my opponent play a card. Confirm. And then I will do Might of the Herd to give my dinosaur +3/+3. If it survives... Oh, that's 6 damage? Yep. No, Talisan level 2! Poor Talisan. Oh, okay. Well, I'll still Might of the Herd to give my dinosaur +3/+3. Then my Forgeborn ability is about to go away. So I might as well use that on a level 1 creature to replace it with a Wisp minion. And away... Oh, that's right. They still got their other play. Oh, both my Talisans are way gone. But I still do 22 damage. And I will give that Spectre +4/+4. The spirits are doing well in this one. And, oh, this is the worst time to get Lyria! Play up to 1 creature from your discard pile. It's the start of a new cycle. I don't have a discard pile. And I don't have any Talisans to get free Creature's out. Oh, no. Well, shoot. Oh, Crocus. Didn't see you there. Okay. Okay. Hmm. Well, this is going to be interesting. Because the bear is the biggest thing I got going for me. Hmm. Hmm. I need to play the bear. Eidolon level 2 is not going to be enough. So we are going to replace. Give a creature 6 +6 +6. It has all creature types this turn. Okay. So I'm up to 89, and I couldn't feel less comfortable about this match. Oh, no. Hmm. Well, I think I go like this. Oak Father. And then I give it aggressive. So Krogius only did 16 to me. And all I need to do is 7 to my opponent here. And I've got Talisan working for me. Ooh, okay. Because I can Talisan into Bone Scythe Reaver to get rid of that minion. And then I still have another play of Forge Seal, which could give me another Oak Father. I like that. Okay, we got a chance. We got a chance. So let's do it the other way. This. And then we're going to bring out an Oak Father there. So between one of those two can take out the Oak Father, either one of them. Although I could use Varna's Pact to take out if there's something that has 6 health in the way of something else. Because I don't know how they can cover 3 lanes. And the only lane that they would have to leave open is this one with the zombie brute. Although if I can take out whatever they put in the way of that, I don't feel confident because I can only handle one strike from that Krogius. I can only handle one. And then the other one would be Game Ender. So if I go this, I could give it -6, -6. Which it would stay alive, but it would keep my Talisan alive, and they would still have to block both lanes. So whatever creature I play, so it has to be this, has to be Varna's Pact, because getting rid of that doesn't matter. They would still have to block both Oak Fathers. So I do this, just in case they can block both Oak Fathers, possibly with the Druid. and then I'll just take 38 damage. But but Talisan would live, so I would get an extra play to potentially put some amount of damage through, or give me enough health that I could survive another swing from Krogius. Because I already took one, and unless they've got something free to do, whoo, Raidus, holy cow, man, that was going to be super close. Yeah, good game indeed. I'm glad he didn't have something to block all three lanes. That was because Krogius, man, that's a game ender. Getting that out there is such a strong card that it yeah, I had to do things very differently and sacrifice that big bear, but she did the job. Oh no. Well, I'll re-say it when you're back in. Let me know when you're ready, and I will give you my kind of recap on that. Okay, hear you now. Okay, so that match it came right down to the end. Anytime Krogius 3 hits the field, there's no telling which way that match is going to go because usually it goes in the favor of the person with Krogius. But because I had so much health, I could just ignore it and try to do everything around Krogius. And I think that's one of the few ways to beat it is to outrun it either by pushing the goalpost so far back or by moving so fast that Krogius 3 never even gets out. But that deck was good. It was fun to play against, and I think if you had that druid, that would have let you play two creatures. You would have blocked, and then it would have been real tough. Got Krogius pulling early, and was making sure to keep its secret of the upgrades. Yeah, and if I was playing like super competitively, I probably would have been checking your discard and banish pile and looking at your deck list beforehand. But that's not fun. And with the weekly streams here is I'm looking to have fun and have it be kind of casual, loosey goosey, and you just kind of see what happens. So if I was modeling proper competitive behavior, first of all, then I wouldn't be playing double Taliesin. But second of all, then I probably would be looking at those things. But that's not fun for me, and I'm trying to have fun here. If I had any of my stuff to drop multiple anything, it would have yes, yep, and then we would have been in trouble seeing what it would have looked like for you to have all those lanes filled and Krogius against my Talisan that was just limping along with like one health left. That would have been cool to see. And Rajadahe, I recognize you. Burst onto the scene. Very fun contributor to the community, but it looks like they're running low on time. I had 4 cards that could have covered that. I just got 5 normal creatures. Yeah. So then over like a series, that probably would work out for you. And if we played that match multiple times, that probably would have worked out well for you. Raji, is this going to time out? Hopefully not. Hopefully my first play was just so stunning that they couldn't help but just be marveled by it. 4 cards in the deck. Yeah, right. Yeah, that's what I figured you meant. 4 cards in your card pool that could have helped you with that. Raji Dahe, we'll see. I thought I saw them in the chat earlier. Because now we've got 2 people with the name that starts with R. So it'll take a little bit more energy for me to remember. Both of them have checked in. No, didn't see them there. So I will go a second stealthy creature here, and we're going to see. Otherwise, we got like 2.5 or 3 minutes to fill, and then the game might just go to me. Shoot, I'd like to get one more good game in with double Talisan deck. Nope, that wouldn't work. Never mind. I've got two half decks I'm buying off core that seem underrated, but I see a lot of synergy between. I have the links for the two that I'm discussing over the deck session, SolForge discussion. Nice, yeah, go check that out. That's actually a really good idea. That the SolForge Fusion discussion on Discord, there's a lot of great ideas that are spread there. And there's a lot of, in addition to the KC Kid and Core deck sale that's going on right now, there's a lot of ways that people can be finding the decks in trade that they're looking for and stuff like that. That's always fun to make a good deal on there. Uh, I've made a few trades in my day. These days, I'm just looking for really weird cards to see if I can make something work out of it. So, uh, if it's like a betrayer that has no business being in there, then I typically find something fun like that. So I've been looking for like, and casually I haven't posted on decks that I'm looking for, but if there's betrayers like betrayer Talisans, I think that's pretty cool because that forces it's a rare card and it forces more interaction between players. And this Necrim one that I have, the rest of the deck is hit or miss, mostly miss, but it's a fun card to play. And I think I found a pretty good pairing here. Oh, they're here. So Raji, if you are actually able, if you're watching the stream, you should let me know if you're having like technical issues or something. Because I'd hate for that to happen. Yeah, Raji lives. Yep. I don't feel good that I got an extra card play, but I'm gonna do my darndest to make sure everybody's getting all the card plays. Steadfast Stone Fist. Okay. And I think. Ooh. I think I'll Druid's Chant in order to live there. And then I don't know if I want to do the Necrotic Spirit by chance. Maybe the Torgmai is not going to have a whole lot of value to me going forward. The green half is actually the one I played in the tournament. Oh, awesome! Okay. Yeah, a lot of people pulled some really good decks in that sealed tournament. I'm glad that there was a lot of value to be had there. So what if I Zimus and then eat Zimus? And then Zimus comes back. Hey, long time no see. Now, unless the Zithian Dreadmaw can eat something else, it's going to be lights up pretty quick. Oh, but I got both my Talisans. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. So we're going to do that. And oh, I can be given some spirits, some things here too. Let's go like that. Eat that. And first free play to you, Raji. Let's see what you've got cooking. Because I'm going to get both Howl of Zith and Spirit Leash going. Hopefully. Hopefully, hopefully, hopefully. Yeah. I just had to read it for a second to make sure I wasn't signing away something important. But nope, it's just let my opponent play a card. I hope they're having a good laugh seeing two Talisan out. Hopefully they're going to have some fun with this too, because that's the goal. You see a couple of Talisan out. being activated like crazy. Hopefully, everybody's having fun with that. And what Yeti do we have here? The piercing Yeti. Oh, interesting. Well, let us spirit leash and then give a spirit a little bit. Raidus, I want to try to figure out a good deck pair for the Tempest half I pulled. It has a ton of aggro and burn. Nice. Well, if you're looking for a testing partner, just let me know. I don't remember if we are friends on Steam, which if we're not, let me pull up my Steam friend code. That's not what I want. I want this. Add a friend. So if anybody wants a sparring partner, somebody that may not be incredibly competitive, but knows a thing or two about the game and loves talking about it, Jurch's Steam friend code is this here 103628342. And that invitation is open to anybody that wants a good sparring partner. I'm playing the game plenty. Oh. And then that friend request is already there. All right. Now I finally get to play again. They moved that over. So I get to keep one of my Talisans alive with Howl of Zith. So I'll keep that one alive. All right. So Raidus, we are officially friends now on Steam. Yep, I was able to pull that up right away. So I got one Talisan left. I got another one in the chamber. That's always good. And then how am I gonna play these two? Lyria's not gonna do me any good because it's the first turn of the deck cycle. But how am I gonna get an extra minion out? I might have to play the Necrotic Spirit first in order to make sure that I've got an open lane. Oh, Yeti Warcaller, I see. Okay. Hmm. So I think we're going to Necrotic Spirit, and I get to replace an enemy level 1 creature with a Wisp minion. I'm going to do that right away, because that Warcaller is going to be nothing but trouble. Nothing but trouble. And now, let's let my opponent play a card. Ooh, that's a big one. Well, I'm going to go my second Talisan there, but I'm not going to activate it yet. Just because I don't want my opponent to have the ability to do any activations or their Forgeborn ability or anything like that. Oh, Thundersoar, you say. Okay. Well, that's going to go in a trade. So I might eat that. Varna's Pact. And that would get it up to 8, which wouldn't be enough. That's not going to work. Hmm. Because that Talisan's gone no matter what. I think I don't want to leave a Talisan unactivated. But I know I won't get good value out of this one. Nope. Let's do it. That's what we're here to do tonight. Having Talisan, everybody playing free cards. Because I think I found a way that this can kind of work. Oh, that's not going to work now. Yep, that. Well, I at least get to keep that alive. Then replace that there to get foreign breakthrough. Ugh. Yeah, because now the Thunderstorm is big and beefy. That is not what I was hoping for. Okay. 5 and 4 is 9. So that would get it up to 10. Hmm. That would get it up to 10 health, but that's still not going to be enough for combat. And it's the only spirit I've got. It's the only spirit I've got. And yeah, Raidus, definitely playing, chatting, theory crafting. Absolutely. Yeah, that'll be fun. I'm typically on during the North American lunch hours. So off and on because that's when I'm at my computer having lunch working. So let's see. I could keep Taliesin alive, or I go like that to give that one stealth, and then that gets there. Mira says hi. Oh, hi, Mira. And let's pump that up even more because that's not going to matter too much there. I'm generally on after 8:30 Central since that's when I'm off work, but work from home so I can reply basically. Okay, cool. Hmm. So I can give this Pterodon Mauler, which has stealth now, an extra 3/3. I like giving creatures stealth. Huh. So we're gonna see what they do to try to combat this. And darn, one of my decks has hardened Omni, but nope. It has hardened Omni, but no Stone Skin. That's not supposed to happen. Those two are linked together. So if you got a deck that has hardened Omni and not the spell that pairs with it, you should check with Shadow because that's not supposed to happen. Oh no, is that going to get rid of my Taliesin? Or it's going to get rid of Zithian Dreadmaw. Okay. Yeah, interesting. Uh, hmm. Is Stone Skin is supposed to go with Hardened Omni? Do I want to do that dinosaur to trade there? So we're trading on all of those. Yeah, I'll trade there unless they want to play two more level one cards and then destroy my Raptor. It's got support. Okay. Yes. So I would reach out to Shadow Detella or um, Actually, if you shoot me the deck list too, or even put it here in the chat, then I can get it to the powers that be and see what's wrong with it. Oh, and then that's gonna replace. So we'll take out the Raptor. No, poor Raptor. Poor Raptor. I'm gonna take 8 breakthrough there. Oh yeah, yep. Message me on Discord. That'll work too. However, because I want to make sure. Obviously, that's not supposed to happen. So then maybe there's something wrong with the coding of it. And give Talisan a little bit more to keep it around. Hmm. So I got Bone Scythe Reaver here to get rid of that spell sprite. If that would give me the win. Forge Seal, excuse me. Destroy an enemy level, or choose an enemy level 1 creature. The opponent replace it with a Wisp minion. Yeah. That one's not going to work out so well for me now. But I get 3 cards to play. So if I go Spectre, oof, that's just causing problems now. We'll go like this. I'll activate Talisan. And then if I get to keep all my creatures, I'm probably going to do Forge Seal. I do get to keep all my creatures, but Forge Seal now is not appropriate. Well, I wouldn't be gaining the health from it, but now I need to do that and activate to turn that into a Wisp minion. Oh, that was a bad idea. Pocketmancer is when they replace. Oh, bad idea. Bad idea. That's going to cost me. That was a poor misplay. That was not how it's supposed to be done, everybody. Not how it's supposed to be done. Because then I just lost my big creature that was going to take out and then do 13 direct damage. That was a mistake. Oof. Yep. And they get to deal 5 more. Oh. Sheesh. And then my Taliesin has to go. The worst. And now their Everflame Phoenix sticks around. That was very smart. Very smart reversal. That is going to cost me. Because now we got a level 3. Oof. Play an Oak Father. Oh my. Well, we're going to do this. And then I'm going to do an Oak Father and then Howl of Zith. This is going to be rough. I might be in a world of hurt right now. What's their Forgeborn ability? Play a spell for free. Got it sent over to you. Thank you. Yep, this match may, based on that exchange right there, that may ended up having to, that may have cost me. Yep. Oof. Yeah, not good. Not good at all. Hmm. Well, let's see if I can salvage this, because this might be getting out of hand quick. Do my Oak Father, and then Howl of Zith to give my spirits +6/+6. And I don't think my opponent's going to want to replace either one of their two creatures. So then I might be able to trade out there. Yes. So with that deck, I'll check it out and then I'll send it over to people that can look at the code for it. Not only is it bad random number generation, it's supposed to be impossible. That if you have an Omni, it is programmed to have with it its partner. Like that is a requirement for all Omni decks. Okay, so they're down to one, and I've got a Talisan, so I've got two other cards I can play. Druid's Chant. That's going to be really helpful. Well, that's just going to take out the Oak Father. But I think so. That would go up to 10. That would be 20. That could feel worse. Yes. Yep. Otherwise, Omnis would be less than. We don't want that. Hmm. So I think because I only have to do one. I think if I go like this, I should be pretty good. I think so. Because if they don't get rid of Talisan, then I can activate Talisan to play Uterodon Mauler, replacing Talisan to give it the +4 attack, aggressive, and breakthrough. And then for my actual play, I will just Druid's Chant on top of that. So we'll have 20 attack and aggressive and breakthrough. So that would be enough. Oh. Or wait, if I just straight up do this. But that is not how we've been playing the night. We've been playing the night by Talisan, so we're going to finish the night by Talisan. We live and die by the Talisan. Everybody plays Talisan. Everybody wins with Talisan. Such is the way of Talisan. So we go here and play an Oak Father, and we will take 10 damage, but we will actually 14, but we will also, more importantly, deal 14. All right. Good game, Raji. I hope that the timeout that was like an error or something like that, and I hope it didn't cost you too bad, but it did give me a bit of an advantage right away. Okay, so we've got 5 minutes left. Let's see. Are there any questions that people have about organized play or upcoming events or things like that? I'd love to answer them in the time that we've got remaining. Otherwise, I'll just kind of go on the campaign a little bit longer with the last 5 minutes I've got left. But I definitely want to be answering questions and making sure that people know what's going on. I want to be growing this community and helping people get connected. Is there still time to sign up for Fuse Fest? Why, absolutely there is, Zoe Misery. Fuse Fest is the pre-release for set 3, The Last Winter for SolForge Fusion. It's happening in St. Paul, Minnesota, the Intercontinental Hotel. It is the riverfront, so you get a beautiful view. We've got a hotel rate. If I wasn't broke as a joke, I'd try to go. Well, we're hoping to make this an annual thing because this is Fuse Fest 2. Last year, for the pre-release of set 2, Team Covenant, their YouTube channel and store, put on Fuse Fest. But this year, we took it in-house, and I was the one that kind of spearheaded this project. So we're doing it in Minnesota. I promise all the snow has melted. Actually, the weather is beautiful this time of year because it's before mosquitoes, but after the snow has melted. So weathers are in like the 60s or so. You sign up on the SolForge Fusion website under events, and it's $60 to join. You, through the course of the weekend, is you will get 2 boosters of The Last Winter, the 3rd set. One will be given out immediately upon your registration at the hotel that Saturday morning, and we're doing a sealed event at 10 a.m. Central. Then we come back in the evening at, I think it's 5 or 5:30. I can't remember exactly. It says on the event page. But then we're doing a storyline event where you get a second booster and you can make the best deck pairing possible, given a couple of stipulations that you'll find out at the event that tie into the storyline. Then after that, there's going to be a constructed tournament on this upcoming Sunday. There could be sealed pods of 8. You can be buying product at a discounted price, including playmats that are event exclusive. So it's all new art for Fuse Fest 2. And the art, the characters that are on the playmat are ones that you're going to be getting to be pretty familiar with some of the things that are going on at the storyline. So it's going to be a great event. We've got plenty of prizes. We've got foil cards that we're giving out. We've got alternate art half decks that we're giving out. We've got some promotional minions and things like that. So there are plenty of goodies and fun things for people to be getting for showing up. And we have developers that we're bringing in town. So some of the people that are behind the scenes that create the games, some of the people that you'll know if you watch the Wednesday night streams. Lucas, he's coming into town for that, and he's going to be interacting with players and playing in some of these events as well. It's going to be a really fun time. And you'll get to meet me also, which is not quite worth the price of admission, but it's not free either. So very excited to see people show up. And if this goes well, then we can hopefully be building up the routine to make Fuse Fest 3 happen as well for another future set that's released. And we'll see. I know that Minneapolis, even though it's an international airport and hub, I don't know if it's quite the most cost effective for people to fly into or out of. So if this goes really well, then maybe next year we'll try to find a different location that is easier for more people to get to. But I wanted to make this one very special for the people that are closest to me and for myself, because I think that Minnesota is really great, especially in the gaming scene. And there's a lot of things to do if you want to be going out to eat in the area, things like that. I'll make sure that I have a list of different types of places that people can go for food or drink. And the hotel that we're staying at, there is a really nice restaurant just in the lobby. So we'll have everything ready and available, and places to go, people to see, fun things to do, and so much SolForge Fusion. It's going to be a blast. It'd give me an excuse to visit my brother out there. Yeah, still time. I mean, it depends on how far people are traveling for it. I know I don't know if we have. Actually, we do. I think we have at least one or so international people arriving to take part in this. So it's going to be really fun. And PaintX 910, you will be missed. So it'll be really fun, but I cannot recommend it highly enough. It's just going to be a great time. So hope to see a lot of you there. And if I don't, that's totally fine. There will be an opportunity at future events, future conventions, and possibly Fuse Fest 3. But we are getting to the witching hour in my time zone, so I have to sign off and bid everybody a good night. Take care, everyone.